Hello, lovely people. It's Jamie Oliver here, live. I'm here. I'm in London. This is backyard cooking, mate. We got a little camera, and anything could happen. If you want to tweet in questions. If you want to Facebook in, go to the Jamie Oliver Facebook page. And I've got a bunch of questions that I'm going to answer. I've got the lovely Liz here that's going to ask questions, and there'll be tweets coming in. So feel free to do that. We've already put a little question out there, sort of, what dishes do you want help with? And shockingly to me, omelette, mastering the perfect omelette, it was requested. So I'm going to give you your request. So just to kick off, and we'll come back to some questions later, we're going to do a perfect omelette. Now, I suppose in a way, medium heat, non-stick pan, about 8 inches. The nice thing about an omelette, you know, the difference between a good omelette and a bad one is phenomenal. A bad one is hideous, a good one is just wonderful. But eggs are probably the cheapest, sort of most brilliant form of protein. All the nutrients, minerals and stuff in there are really, really good for you. And they're so quick to cook. So basically what I'm saying is anyone can afford a good omelette, and anyone has got enough time to make it. So I've got 3 eggs in there. Big boy, get in there. In there, we're going to hit that up with some pepper. We have got some salt. Over here, we have got our little, we've made an effort to get a pan cam. So there's our pan cam. Going to whisk this up. How does this work, Liz? Are you just going to ask random questions as we go?
Yeah, I can do. So we've got a question coming in from Jenny Adkins, who says, I can't afford to purchase organic meats exclusively.
Yeah.
What are the healthiest cuts of meat for budget-minded families?
Okie dokie. Now, can we hear Liz, Richard, over there? Have we mic'd Liz up? That's good, okay. So, can't afford to get loads of organic meat. Now, first and foremost, at the forefront of the food revolution, it's about just cooking a meal. You know, cooking from scratch. It's about fresh ingredients, and it's about sitting down with your family once or twice a week. If you're doing that already, then you're incredible. You're in the elite. As far as trying, you know, if you haven't got the budget for organic meat, and just to clarify, a lot of people think that organic meat is crazy, weird, hippie food. Why is it so expensive? Look, it's more expensive because the animals generally live twice as long. If they live twice as long, they need twice as much food, which is generally why they're twice as much. Okay, so that's why. But it's a good question, because if you're using ground meat, if you're going to use the cheaper cuts of meat, anything like the brisket or the shins of beef, or, you know, in a lamb, it'll be the shoulder of lamb or the shoulder of pork. You know, those, we call them in England second class. There's nothing wrong with them. It just means they can't be cooked quickly in a pan. If you're using like the stewing cuts, or the cuts that need slow roasting or cooking overnight or mincing and sort of turning into a ragu, you can actually pick those cuts up really, really cheap. And also, kind of going back to stuff, you know, things like the chilies, the ragus, the bologneses, using the ground beef, you can take a little meat, and with other vegetables and herbs and stuff, you can take it a long, long way. So hopefully that question helps. Also, if you buy local, you've got a better chance of getting a cheaper deal because you have a relationship. And also, it's not necessarily just about organic. You know, trying to get really good free range or higher welfare stuff is really good too. Okay, let me just get back to the omelette. It's pretty damn hot. In the pan, I'm going to add some smoked streaky bacon, so I'm going to put that in first of all. I could do a plain omelette, but I'm just going to give you like a little flavour, you know, something that I like to do. Funny enough, my 7-year-old kid does this at the weekend, and Daisy, she loves to cook, She can do fried eggs, poached eggs, boiled eggs, omelettes, and I know I'm not supposed to be training her up, but she's interested, so I can't help myself. And then Poppy, my other kid, she's not interested at all. She's just doing her other things. So the bacon goes in. Also, you've got smokiness, you've got saltiness. Come over here, have a look at these tomatoes. If you look down the farmers' markets these days, or in decent supermarkets, you haven't just got the bog standard boring tomatoes. You've got reds, yellows, cherries. You can get black tomatoes, tiger sort of looking marble tomatoes. So have a little look around. I guess what I'm saying is there's some interesting stuff out there, so make use of it. I'm just going to let this fry. And we've got crispiness happening in the pan here. Let's have a little look in here. We've got, the crispiness means flavour. We'll get that going. I'm cooking it slowly because I'm talking too much. Any more questions, lovely Liz?
Yeah, we've got one from Roseanne Caputo. What can be done to help someone who dislikes all vegetables?
All vegetables?
All of them.
All vegetables. Okay. Look, first and foremost, like, you know, eating different things, trying different things. Look, we're all human. We all have things that we don't like. That is normal, okay? But at the same time, like anything else in life, whether it's music or fashion or clothes or art or whatever, it's what you're exposed to. It's what you see, it's what you smell. So look, literally just going down, in America now, there's some incredible farmers markets. I guarantee you that if you walk around there for 45 minutes, just looking, smelling, having a laugh, you will see stuff that kind of sticks in your head, and you might have a little try of things, and you might have a little go, and that's what it's all about. But if you want to find ways of getting veggies in you and liking it, I guess things like juicing is really good. You know, just if you like chopped salads, you know, if you like any of the kind of foods that you love, if you like a little salsa, salsas are wicked ways of getting loads of veggies into your food. You know, herbs, citrus, stuff like that. So let's do this omelette because it seems to be going forever. What I want to do is just throw these tomatoes in. I'm just going to literally warm them up. So I've got a lovely sizzling, crispy bacon. Right, now I've tossed it in all that lovely sort of bacon fat. I'm going to take this out onto here. I want this pan to be kind of hot, but not too hot. So I'm just going to take it off the heat for a second. I've already got a little bit of fat in there. I'm going to put an egg in there. Now I'm using a 3-egg omelette. Right, you can make it with a 2-egg omelette. As you can see, I'm not even on the gas at the moment. Can you see as I move this around, it starts to set, and I move the pan around like that, and I'm just using residual heat now, guys, residual heat. And what we want is, I don't really want it to be like really golden on the outside. I want it to be sort of delicate and soft and silky. So I'm going to take a little bit of cheese, just a tiny bit, and just grate that, just little swoops of that from a height. And what's interesting, if you get in there in the camera, you'll notice that it kind of looks still a little bit uncooked on the egg, right, which is at this point. But eggs cook at a really low temperature. They cook at a really, really low temperature. So you kind of, it's a little bit like, oh no, I'm going to talk about soccer now, and you guys hate soccer. It's like when you're trying to curve a ball into the top right corner, but you kick it over there. Or in tennis, you try and put some spin on it. You go over there, but it ends up over there. With the omelette, you've got to take it off early to cook it perfectly. If you cook it perfectly in the pan, by the time you get it to your plate, it will be miserable, dry, fluffy, and hideous. Right? So bear with me on that one. Over here, I'm just going to chop up this beautiful crispy omelette, sprinkle this in like that, go in with those just softened, lovely softened tomatoes, and then that's it. And I know it's geeky, guys, but when my 7-year-old, she does this on her own, right? When she mastered it, I was so proud, because there's something about allowing your kids the basic skills. It's so weird, like, you know, if you look at what kids do on America's Got Talent, you know, that dancing around, flipping around, pogoing, I don't know, you know, breakdancing, BMXing, karate, whatever. Kids are so talented. Kids are so, like, precise, and they're so amazing. And yet, no one wants to give them a pan or a knife because, like, ooh, like it's more dangerous than a bike on a road next to a freeway. Do you know what I mean? And so when I see my little kid knock out a beautiful, perfectly cooked omelette, I know that for the rest of her life, she's going to be able to cook at university, or if she goes, she probably won't go to university, but you know, she'll be able to look after herself, and that's the main thing. So okay, over in here, I'm just going to roll it up like that. Beautiful. And then I'm going to turn it out, take the plate to it, 1, 2, 3. Gorgeous, like that. And the point of this bad boy is delicate, soft, silky, still gooey in the middle, smoky bacon and tomatoes, bit of a winner. And you can win this omelette. I will post this to you in America if you want it. Just tweet in your address now and I will send this to you. I've pulled some radishes out. We grew these radishes in a flower box, sort of 4 floors up in a block of flats from seed. They don't take very long to grow, a couple of weeks. So I'm going to show you how to make a quick salad. It's nothing special. I've got the cheapest lettuce that money can buy. I think you call it a butter leaf lettuce, and we in England call it just a round lettuce. So I'm going to throw that in. This is the kind of lettuce that you would get in British schools. I've got the radish here. People are a bit scared of radish, but I'm going to quarter some, half some, slice some. Kids love to grow these, by the way. And to answer that question, that person that was saying, I don't like any salad, I don't like any veg. Here's, in all of the time that I've worked with children in schools, England or America, and the small amount of work that I've done in Australia as well, I've never ever met a child that won't eat veggies or fruit when they've got involved in growing them and planting them. Fact. So, you know, when you get involved in working with this stuff, it's great. So radishes go in. I'm going to give you a quick principle. I don't know if you guys are into this, but for me personally, like, herbs are essential in salad. So just a little bit of parsley and mint. Parsley and mint make any salad really, really rock. So I'm just going to chop that up. Buying salads in bags is okay, but it's really expensive. So if you're cash strapped, you know, kind of buying whole heads is much better. To make a dressing, my simple kind of recipe is do it in a jam jar, an empty jam jar, and do 3 to 1. And that means 3 times more olive oil than acid. So if I do it in a jam jar, you can kind of very much visually, let's have Mr. Cameraman get right in there, big boy. Is that the closest you can get? Come on, America is waiting on you. If you film this wrong, there's going to be dodgy dressings made all around the place. That's it, get on your knees, God bless you. Okay, so 3 parts olive oil to 1 part lemon juice, a good pinch of salt and pepper. If you wanted to put herbs in there, you can. If you want to take it to Asia, you could go lime, you can go chili, you can go soy sauce, you can go coriander. If you wanted to go to Italy, you could put a little bit of sun-dried tomato, some olives and some balsamic vinegar. You know, basically what I'm saying is the concept of 3 to 1, 3 parts olive oil to 1 part acid. Use that, take that, and wherever you come from in life, make it your own ting. Okay, lid on. Shaky, shaky. You just do it once a week. Nothing can really go off in there. That'll sit. If you did that much, it could sit in your fridge for a whole week. The biggest rip-off in the world is those hideous bottles of dressing full of loads of crap. You know, not really into those. So at the end of the day, most of the people that I work with, everyone always says it's way more expensive to cook fresh than it is to buy like the cheap takeaways. And that's probably true for cooking for 1, but debatable on 2, and for a family of 4, categorically, absolutely not. I've never worked with a family where we can't save them at least 10% on their shopping bill, which is normally like a couple of grand a year. And you know, you want to do stuff with that money. You know, it's good. It's good to save money, and if it makes you live longer as well, then happy days. Let's just finish that salad. This is a really humble salad. Costs nothing. Great with steak, fish, crunchy, citrusy. But more to the point, the reason for cooking these 2 dishes today is the kind of food that you guys have requested. Simple things done well. A basic salad dressing, and a basic omelette. So guys, if you like that, if you like the fact that we've got this little live thing going on, look, I really want to work with you guys in America, support you guys. Put your request in. If you want me to come back, we'll do it again. And anything I can do to help, God bless you. We're raising some money for schools and kids and teaching them to cook in LA. There's this cool website called causes.com. It's pretty massive, actually. If you go there, what they do is they kind of like go into people's like birthdays, famous people's birthdays. My birthday is the 27th of May. And you can give up cash, you can give up all sorts of things towards us helping other people. So my wish is to get equipment for kids in LA to teach them cooking. And if you guys want to help or donate anything, go to causes.com and find it. And the great thing is if it goes ballistic, only if it goes ballistic, you get to get a pie pushed in my face. That's how serious we are. I've got to remind you, lovely people, sign the petition. Go to jamiesfoodrevolution.com, sign the petition. Join the revolution. The next 6 weeks are going to be critical because we're going to be making noise, making points, and you can't just watch the show. You've got to get involved and make some noise so we can all get some improvements made. Thank you very much. Over and out.